So as a complete rookie, I didn't record any of the in-car stuff on the first day. I had a bit of a mistake with the GoPro. So here's the first lap out from the morning session before we go into a little monologue about the day that was. Car was heaps better after I fixed the oil leak, but we still didn't have the setup right. So the new Super Shocks are really, really stiff compared to the XYZs I was used to. So a couple of clicks makes a massive, like a noticeable difference. I had the toe pretty neutral in the back and it was really, really taily. And I also had the car a bit too high in the rear. So we changed that during the day after talking to a couple of the gurus. Grant's some massive help, and Alex is going to be driving this weekend. So we tamed it down as you see as the videos go through, but as you see in this first lap, when I try to go a bit flat through turn one, I'll just give it a normal lift. The back just tries to overtake me, and then in the other videos you'll see I do real similar things. Cheers.
Cheers.
Absolutely cooked. I think it got to, the forecast was bad, but I think it only got to 38 at the worst today, Matt Colley. Brutal day. Back at the hotel now, having a beer. I managed to be a complete Gumby and split the rocker cover the whole way along. I didn't realise it. Now I don't think I did it at the track, I think I did it at the workshop loading it up. I had a jack pole holding the bonnet up when I had the guard off it and the bonnet fell down, and I just don't think I noticed. And it's throwing oil everywhere to the point where I managed to get full lock sideways out of turn one and the downhill section. So I only did practice before I got flagged. I was second fastest with the car as sketchy as it was, so it would have been really, really good to actually do the 3 sprints and see what's going on. We changed the setup in the rear of the car because I don't think it was all the oil that was making it sketchy, but man, that Colley long track, it is super cool. Like, I'd love to be able to get the car to be able to run full power down the hill and through the section. Tomorrow is a short circuit. Wes from Motex bringing me a cam cover out tomorrow, so should be good to go. Damo ran the Renault all day, pretty well. Fun.
Some minor issues, yes.
Minor issues, but
yeah.
First proper event of the year done.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, and it's good. I'm like sort of bummed that I didn't get to do more driving on long track, and I'm gonna hate to say it, but Chris Cheval was right. The track is cool. It'd be cool to have more of an uphill kick, so that run up the back straight's kind of cool. I'd love to do it in a car with heaps of power, like to see how, because it's quite a short straight, but it's got that barrel effect because you got a wall on either side of you, and it's got quite a sharp turns in. I was also an idiot and didn't get any footage when I had the camera. Like, I didn't have any camera in the car for the first section because it's just practice to go out and see what it's like. So that sort of sucks, but I'm sure Easy As will have some footage. I'll tag his YouTube. He's like doing heaps of cool little stuff, trying to figure out how to get into racing, and he's building an XL, and his dad's been a great help, and he's just a cool dude. So I'm sure he'll have some cool footage from today. But we're just cooked. Like, it was hot. Like, the little aircon in the trailer just didn't keep up. The power went out at one stage. I was worried the Americans were going to invade. I had that much oil leaking underneath my car. It was, yeah, but really, really cool. Quick snippet of the prize giving. Andrew Ball, funniest dude out. We need to get him up at Wanneroo doing prize giving to breathe some life into it, because that was just too funny. So we had a few beers, go to the Federal for a palmy, get up in the morning wishing we didn't have a palmy, and go to the track and do it all over again. So looking forward to it. What do you reckon about the track compared to Barb's, or Wanneroo I should say?
Yeah, a lot better. Like, as far as a lot more in the corners, a lot more to take in, you know, a lot more, I guess, transitioning through hairpins and, you know, and shorter straights, I guess. More corners makes more fun. Yeah. So, you know, can't go wrong.
No, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
And
how
it's-
cool.
That
it was.
tarmac is fresh. It's
Yeah.
plenty of grip in it. So
I forgot how cool it is. Like turn, I think it's called 13 now. The last corner onto the front straight.
yeah,
I forgot how that doubles back on itself. Like it's a
it's
a
proper
prick of a
heavy.
corner. Like it's
Yeah.
hard to get right. Like you either go over brake into it, or you get the car too squirrely, or you're on the complete piss when you come out of it, like in the wrong place. It's
Oh, if you get it wrong, it's pretty bad.
yeah, it sucks. Yeah, and that's the downside of Collie. There is no nice grass runoff. Everything is pea gravel, and you don't want to go off the track. You want to do everything you can. You want to use every ounce of car control you've ever had, and stay on that track. So
Yeah, I couldn't imagine having a brake pedal at the back straight there.
no,
Going, plenty of runoff, but it's all the same sort of gravel.
yeah,
Same sort of-
yeah, you'd just get sent. You'd go faster as soon as you go off the circuit. But there's some light for a speed event, man. There is some lightning fast cars. So I think the fastest time of the day was a minute 10.
Yeah.
So that was bonkers. That was a juiced up Radical. So Radical with a bigger engine and DRS and heaps more aero than a normal Radical category race car has. So that's silly fast.
Yeah, and a proper race road car, probably around the 120-ish.
Yeah. So there's a few fast.
Like,
Yeah, that was.
like
There's
sort
some
of quick-
fast cars.
Yeah,
Anything below 120 around here is fast. The XLs do like a 128 to 130. The slower XLs do like a 130, 132, 133-ish.
yeah,
So yeah, some proper fast cars. Yeah, there's I think one of the tarmac sports cars did like a minute 16 or a minute
yeah.
15 or something like that, which is like that's as fast as Aiden Friel in the 86 or Ryan Humphreys in the XD Sports Sedan. Like that's like melting. Like that is full send fast. So
Actually, the variety of cars is fairly unique. It's
that's what makes it cool, I think.
Yeah.
You're like you got Grant Sowell and his beautiful RX3, then you've got Mike Nunn in the i30N, you in the Renault Clio, you got Des in the MR2, Ford Focuses, you got old Grant in the
Corvettes, Camaros.
Corvettes and Camaros and Tiranas and muscle
Yeah.
cars with like huge donks making rad noises and
Yeah.
tarmac rally cars, Escorts
WRX,
and WRXs and
Evo,
just cool.
If
Just
you
everything's
think
cool.
of it, if
Sylvia's with LS's in it. And then, this retard with a green XL that decides that he spit out half of Saudi Arabia behind it. No, it's cool. The XL category was pretty cool. Wes and the guys did really well to get that across the line. So, and it showed there's seven XLs. All different. So one was stock standard, stock suspension, just a big fart cannon on the back. To Anna, the track manager there at Collie, she's got one. Not quite at race standard yet, but she dropped 4 seconds off her lap time just going out and following other faster race cars. Well, that's what it's all about. So we're going to sink a couple of beers, have a shower, cool down to sort of penguin-like temperatures, and then head to the Federal and do it all again tomorrow. But tomorrow's only going to be 31 degrees, so tomorrow's just going to be a normal winter's day in WA, so it should be good. Cheers.
You've got a classy talk, aren't you? Great turnout, great party. I'm sure you all enjoyed yourselves, didn't you? Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Peters, 15,
Absolutely.
How many laps?
4 of the sketchiest laps I've done around Collie.
Good. So you enjoyed it, didn't you? That's what it's all about. Right, close racing throughout. I believe Anna Farrell knocked about 4 seconds off her time. Right, okie dokie, I hopefully I've got it right. Second in this class with a 132.1 was Salvatore. Well done, sir. Good times. And first in the class with a 131.6 was Wesley.
Speech.
Well done, Wesley. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for Schultz. Without you guys, wouldn't do this. Definitely.
Absolutely. Clubman.
Here's just a couple of clips from the rest of the sessions for the speed event on short track on Sunday, and then the prize giving. As you can see, the XL got a little bit better and a little bit better. I missed out on second place by like 0.001 of a second. I had some really average driving. The car setup just wasn't there. As you can see, the back's all real skatey. It's whipping around on entry into 3, not quite hitting the markers that well, over braking, not trail braking, you name it. There's a list of excuses to make. But at least in my defence, I was the fastest legal XL Cup car there. The XLs with no cages in them. We carry about 100 kilos more with the cage and all the extra safety gear. Tyres, the car it came second, had some really good feet under it. And then the shocks, no base height adjustment, or still getting my head around them. But there's no excuses. I should have won by miles. The times are way off what our racing times are. So just got to get more seat time. But it's good to get an event out of the way. What the speed event guys have done down there is really, really good. Graham got some really, really good photos, and like I said, to see everyone smiling and happy and having XLs having their own fun. Like to see an XL at speed events, not much interesting because there's so many other cool cars, but to see a group of XLs and to see how the times of the XLs, I think that surprised a few people, especially on short track, to see mid 50s out of an XL. There's a lot of cars that should be a lot faster than XLs that are not. So it just shows you how good these little race cars are and how much fun you can have for really, really no money. So all around cool day. Racing this coming weekend. Alex has got the little green car. We've put another wheel alignment in it. We've changed the shock settings around again. We've changed the ride height again. So let's just see how it sits and see if it's better improved for him. And fingers crossed. Another news, I've got the Dodge Viper home, so really looking forward to getting stuck into that car and really figuring out what I can do there and just getting that car sorted out. And then the Renault's just waiting for some cage work for the double door bars to bring it up to rally spec, and then we're good to go. So yeah, thank you very much. Any questions, just ask me. Always happy to share and help.
class getting off the ground was Wes. He approached me late in the year, asked if he could get some Excels together and we could set them up in their own class. I sent him 5 cars. You get 5, you can run your own class. He ended up bringing me 9.
Good job.
Well played, mate.
I'm regretting one of those cars quite a lot because the guy that won that class, Sam, only picked up the car last Friday. Wes and his team spent all last week getting it all set up for it.
Nice.
So Sam with a 56.85.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks to the officials, that's awesome. Thanks to Brent as well. He told me to pedal it harder because I come from a go-kart background and I'm used to the front end not doing anything. So he told me, he said, if it goes to go out, and just put the foot on the gas and keep going. Yeah, and I'm sorry the officials are a little bit hot to the
There's still 3 to go.
Yeah,
7.
There's 15 corners.
also, my girlfriend with her little business, Happy Chicks, we put it on the car late notice as well, and that was Wesley that decided to do that too. She's got a little business, eco bags. Have a look. And special thanks as well to Craig and Wesley from Motec Mechanical, mate. We went hard all week to get this car together, and I didn't even think I was going to get here. But yeah, special thanks to them, mate. I couldn't be here without you. So cheers.
Massive thanks to everyone helping me out. Shane and the guys at Behind the Sport, massive encouragement and just all around good times. Damo at DC Autos just does so much work. He is a one-man army and can literally turn his hand to anything. Steve at MSC Turbos New Zealand is doing some awesome stuff with the whole sets. Frank at Not Scared Fab, he's absolutely killing it on the Skyline build for me. Guys at Hyperdrive, always helping out with advice and bits and pieces. Chris and the team at Shockworks, they're the reason that Skyline's so quick. Just gets the power down unbelievably. Chris at Culture 24/7 hooking me up with the gym. I'm getting a bit stronger and it's helping. And of course Lux Performance for all your good gear.